Welcome to my review of the Bright Angel Lodge cabins. These cabins are separate from the main lodge. If you're facing lodge entrance, they're over to the left. There's a whole group of them put together. The parking there is kind of hit or miss. Some of them have parking right next to the entrances, some of them don't. So when you get there, you have to do your best to get close. There is a parking lot nearby, but it tends to fill up, especially during the busy times of year. So I'm just going to go through the interior, the bathroom, and point out a few things as we go. So here's the main entrance from the inside. You're going to notice it's a little narrow, opens up right next to the bed. Just a note, horrible beds. Absolutely horrible. One of the worst beds I've had. You also notice that's supposed to be a queen. It's barely a twin. There's a work area, a few windows. Notice the TV is way out of date, and that's pretty much the theme here. They do have a nice charging station next to the bed and the light, but they just stuck the mini fridge in the side here with an ice bucket. If you want the ice, you got to go into the main lodge. It's a hike. Notice here with the windows, they don't slide up and down. You can crank them open, but there's no real screen either. Okay, I'm showing a picture of the ceiling, because that fan is the only way to cool this room. Remember, the windows are kind of funky. They unlatch. They're hard to keep open. If there's any type of draft, the wind will shut them. This fan is it. There is no AC. In the summer, that could be an issue. It can get very warm on the rim of the Grand Canyon. We're talking 100 degrees or higher. So if you need AC, if you have any issues where you desperately need AC, you want to stay in the main lodge. You don't want to choose one of these cabins. In the winter, it's not an issue. They have a heating source and they keep the room nice and toasty. I don't like using this format video, but in this case, the bathroom is so small I have to. Notice you got your shower stall, you got your toilet, you got a sink crammed right next to each other. But at least you have your own bathroom. That's a plus for some of the national parks. A lot of times they have shared restrooms. So you may have noticed those windows I was talking about. I had them open there. That is the only way to ventilate this bathroom. That's it. There's no fan. So you might question, well, there's no fan in the bathroom, the bed is terrible, and there's no AC. Why would I want to stay here? Well, this photo here is the entrance to the Bright Angel Trail. It's one of the most popular and easiest trails in the Grand Canyon. It's a 2-minute walk. You're basically paying for location. Honestly, you can pay less and get a much better room outside the park, but then you have to drive in every day and struggle to find parking. Here, bam, you're right there on top of everything. You're also a 2-minute walk from the lodge where you can go to have dinner and get some other amenities. So, is it worth staying here? Well, that really depends on your budget, and it depends on what you need in a room. If you're ready to go, you just want to go hiking, you want to be as close as possible to start as early as possible, this could be a decent deal. In the off-season, well, they're over $100 a night. During the peak season, well, they skyrocket from there. So that's something you're going to have to take into consideration to see how it fits your needs. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, consider subscribing or check out my other video on the Bright Angel Trail itself. I'm doing a review on that. I'm going to point out some of the scenery you're going to see on the way down and what it takes to hike it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to get back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.